haven't been feeling motivated lately and I messed up recording at first, so this is actually a take 2. Yeah. It's also my birthday, so I got slightly more motivated to continue today. Let's get to it. Yeah. I'm just gonna skip. Play with cat. Aw, you just want a little attention, don't you? The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. You're not sure you're much of an interesting companion, but you're willing to do your best. There's got to be something you can entertain the little critter with. But what? I need to do this now because it's take 2. After being out in this alley all alone for who knows how long, you personally think your furry friend deserves something special. I'll be right back, okay? You quickly leave the alley and rush to the nearby pet store. You browse through all the different toys for cats. There are so many to choose from, plush and bright colored and scented with catnip. But you realize that most of the toys aren't meant for a cat to play with alone. You can't stay in the alley playing forever. And you can't exactly afford to get another cat as a playmate. Another. That's it! You know exactly what to get now. After a quick and successful search of the store, you make your purchase and rush back to the alley, eager to show off your find. I'm back! The alley feels even gloomier after spending time in direct sunlight. Direct sunlight. It makes you feel that much prouder of your gift. You skip over to the cat and dig in the store's plastic bag. I've got something for you. The cat leans up, curious at the bag's contents. Yes, contents, not contents. You pull out your gift to the cat, and I drink some water. Ta-da! It's a small cat plushie. The plushie is a light orange cream color with burnt sepia stripes, making it resemble a tabby cat. The synthetic fur is soft but not unrealistically so. And the large eyes are pale green, more subdued than you would expect it for a toy. There's no denying it's just a plushie, but the thoughtful details still make it almost uncanny to the real thing. Which makes it perfect. A companion for the cat, and one you could actually afford. Win-win. That's not all. You give the plushie a little squeeze and meow. The cat looks unimpressed. Well, you think it's cute. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Hold on. I haven't had an encoding overload in quite a while. That had me worried there for a sec. Okay, let's just continue. I should probably close a few things. There we go. Guess your purchase wasn't so successful after all. Out of options and lower on cash. You awkwardly place the plushie in the box next to the cat. You get up and turn to leave. You're a few steps away when you hear an electronic meow behind you. Meow! Huh? You turn to see the plushie on the ground next to the box. The cat is watching you closely, staring. Okay. Ungrateful little monster. You huff in annoyance. You're welcome. Shaking your head, you turn to leave once again. Ah! When a sharp pain lances up your arm. Ah! Crying out, you grab at your arm only for it to fall off. Your arm just falls right off. You stare in shock at your severed limb on the ground. Gathering your courage, you turn to look at where your arm had once connected to the rest of you, only to see... Not blood? It's cotton? Touching it, the stump doesn't even hurt. That is... Until the same thing happens to your other arm. Ah! Ah! You fall when both your legs succumb to the same nonsensical fate. Crying out at the agony that comes and goes like it never happened. As if you're not currently laying on the dirty ground of an alley. Limbless. What in the world is going on? You can't make sense of it. You can't think straight. Water burp, sorry. The pain has receded, leaving you with a strangely empty pit in your stomach. Considering you still have a stomach and it wasn't replaced with... Yeah, best for you not to think of that. As you lay back, helpless and still in shock, staring at the sky. Ah! The cat's face appears in your line of vision. Ah. It lunges at your torso and starts biting and clawing into your chest like you're a chew toy. It doesn't hurt anymore. You feel like it should. You're not sure if you're glad that it doesn't. Eventually you feel the cat pull something out of you. A small doll that looks very, very familiar. It's hard to tell, but that doll is... That's you. Isn't it? The cat hops off of you and heads back to the box with its prize. At least you think so. Everything's too dark to tell. You wake up and find that you can't move an inch. You can't look around. You can't even breathe. Though none of those realizations seem to be a problem. All you can see is the face of a familiar cat curled around you, purring in its sleep. For some reason, this doesn't bother you. You're not sure why you feel like it should. You try to latch on to thoughts in your head that feel like memories of another life. Another time. Another you. the thoughts slip away like forgotten dreams. Oh well. That's fine, isn't it? You're just a doll, after all. And a doll's role isn't to have silly thoughts or to remember unimportant things, but to be a companion. And judging from the cat's contented purring, you seem to be performing your role perfectly. You're filled with an overwhelmingly strong sense of pride at this fact. And so you too feel content. Ending 35. Cotton-headed. You're the only friend it needs. See. Let's go. Like what? I don't know. Play with cat? Poor thing was probably bored stiff sitting in that old box all day. Just watching crowds of people walking by them. Ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing won't kill you, right? Aw, you just want some attention, don't you? You wanna play, huh? Okay then. What to play though? Let's play with the cat. Let me think. Hide and seek, a classic. Not sure how that's gonna go. What about hide and seek? You're not quite sure how this is going to work. Yeah, I didn't think about this much. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game? Let alone one with rules like hide and seek. Here, just, You pick up the cat and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost certain the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion at least, if nothing else. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, holding it out in front of you. You found me! You win! The cat looks confused but pleased at your praise. This time you put it on the armchair so it can't see your hiding spot as easily. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time when it does, it startles you by hopping down into your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me again. Okay, you win. You're rewarded with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin when it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? You go and stand in the middle of the living room. The cat following you. You make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! You turn around and see that the cat is gone. You sure catch on quick. There aren't that many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. Without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closed doors in the hall, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Okay, now where to look? You peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. With all the doors closed, there's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. You peek around the counter. Grab a chair and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboard still on the floor, just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not playing games. You look behind the couch and the armchair, and then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture, after all. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You start to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall? You head to the hall and listen again. That sounded like it was coming from your bedroom, but... You walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Ah! The cat trots out and runs around your legs and meowing insistently. It looks... disappointed somehow? Perhaps in your apparently subpar seeking skills. But... You lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get in my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around. Guess it wants to take its turn seeking? You thought to dodge it by hiding at the counter again when... The lights. Did the power go out? Darn it! As you wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness, you notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. What's with that shadow? Was it scared? Hey, are you? What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat. But when you do, the thought makes you feel... You feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide. Now! Ah! No, that's too close. We'll find you immediately. You quietly step into the hallway closet. The door won't close because a heavy box is now blocking it after you squeezed inside. If you try to move it further, the cat might hear it. That is, if it hasn't heard you already. This won't work. You need to hide somewhere else. Hurry! You crawl up to the bathroom and... What? Why is the door locked? You freeze upon realizing how much noise you just made just to the doorknob and hold your breath. Listening. The silence coming from the living room feels heavier than before, more restless. There's some miracle, open the door and I would know exactly where you were. No good. No. You're halfway to the doorway. Ah! You look at the door and see several more locks over it than you know you have. You peek over at the cat. It's not looking at you, but you feel a bit of disappointment practically pouring from it into you. It feels almost like a warning. You back away from the door and the feeling slowly subsides. Then you breathe again. There's no getting out then. You need to hide. You quietly rush into the bedroom. Careful goes the door behind you. The only place to hide in your bedroom is your closet. Ah! You lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. Turns out reading on your timer is a huge pain. As soon as you've secured yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. As if something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that's what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. You just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Your heart rate kicks up again, making it feel hard to breathe quietly. Hard to breathe in general. Tears fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. It knows! Run with your hands over your mouth, trying to smell the choked sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall at the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room. Like the door had been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. You squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point in hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening for footsteps. Even as you emotionally shut down. But you hear nothing. 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 Then something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself. Knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. But that's what it's waiting for. It won't end you without this final act of cruelty. Of making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over. So you open your eyes. You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closet door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, you almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hiding skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Ending 13, disappointing prey. You can't run. Apparently you can't hide either. what? Clean this place, man. You decide that even if it's your day off, that doesn't mean you should be completely unproductive. You know you have a guest and all, but you really shouldn't put off your chores. Best to get them done while you're in the mood to do so. Exactly. That's why I'm also recording, because I'm in the mood to do it. So for now, you get dressed up. You get dressed, roll up your sleeves, and get to work on cleaning the apartment. At least... you try to? You sweep the living room. You wipe the kitchen counter. You... okay, you don't make your bed, but who actually does that anyway? I still do. Still, you notice that no matter how much you clean up, you keep finding more messes than when you started. You peek over at the cat. You suspect that it might be the culprit behind this mystery, but every time you rush to check on it or catch it in the act, you always find it napping in the living room. You keep cleaning, but the cat, or something, keeps leaving more and more mess in its wake. You keep cleaning, but there's just more mess. And more. And more. When you finally stop and look around you, you don't even recognize your home anymore. There's piles of junk everywhere. Do you even own this much stuff? You don't remember ever buying or receiving most of it. The piles tower over you. You feel claustrophobic. The stench of garbage is overwhelming despite your hands feeling raw from all the cleaner fluid you've been using. Your eyes still burn from the bleach. You need some air. You need to get out of here. You hear a crash and see a teacup you're certain you don't own smashed on the floor. You look up and see the cat perched in a teetering pile of china and kitchen appliances. You carefully notice another teacup from the pile, sending it careening to the ground. But you don't even flinch as it shatters. Instead, you start to chuckle. Suddenly you're laughing. It's so hilarious. The tears start running down your face. I knew it was you! You did this, didn't you? You pick up the largest piece of ceramic from the broken teacups. Didn't you? And throw it at the cat. The cat dodges by leaping off the pile. The pile sways. It sways. It's falling. It's falling towards you. Ow! You can't move. You're buried. The pile fell on top of you. Broken shards of fine china and sharp utensils are piercing your skin. Ow! Your organs. Your bones feel loose and limp, crushed under the heavy appliances. Warm liquid pools under you. With the last of your strength, you listen as the cat pats over to you before lying down and purring sleepily. Yeah. The nap sounds pretty good. Ending one, and not so clean getaway. you tried to clean your apartment, but apparently you're not very good at it. Hello? Oh, guys. Oh, God. Huh? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just so tired of everything. Not you. Never you. But I couldn't be the person you deserve. Couldn't ever hope to be. You were so amazing, smart and talented and independent. You shined. But in comparison, Damn it. So stupid. So worthless. But when it approached me, it didn't tell me that it wanted me. It needed me. Maybe that's what I wanted all along. Wanting could be so fleeting, but to be needed? There was nothing I wouldn't give to have someone tell me that I mattered to them. That they needed me. I raised an eyebrow now. Huh. The weather is absolutely perfect today. What's this track? That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. Huh. Okay then. I haven't done this. Watch a movie. You're not tired enough for a nap, but you're too lazy to get started on any real chores. So, you decide to watch a movie. You get dressed in your favorite pajamas, make some popcorn with an obscene amount of butter, and head over to your armchair. Only to discover that the cat is already napping on it. In it. Bleh. You frown a little in thought. Your couch isn't at the best angle for optimal TV viewing pleasure, and you don't feel like pushing it around and having to put it back later. The only options you have left are to sit on the floor, or move the cat and reclaim your throne. Throne reclaimer incoming, boy. You square your shoulders. Sorry, kitty, but that's my spot. You pick up the cat and place it on the floor. It's clearly upset with you. When you try to pet it as an apology, it dodges your hand and scampers away. You shrug and put on a random movie before nestling into your chair. It's some horror film that you love to heckle from beginning to end. Nothing but an endless string of pointless jump scares. Did the writers not know the meaning of the word subtle? What was that? Was that the bathroom? The cat must have gone into the medicine cabinet or knocked something over. Calming your thundering heart with a deep breath, you pause the movie and get up to investigate. Whoa! The cat dashes between your legs from the hall. Playing the scene only makes you look guiltier, you know. You're even more reluctant to see the damage now. You just want to relax and watch your bad horror movie. You go into the bathroom and turn on the light. Just as you thought, all the stuff in your medicine cabinet is scattered on the tiles. You sigh. At least none of it looks broken or damaged. You crouch down to pick everything up. Did the door just close? Did you bump it when you crouched down, or? Well, at least the cat can't come in and make more of a mess this way. Huh? The lights? Didn't you just replace the bulbs? They weren't faulty, were they? You never remember to hold on to your receipts for situations like these. You doubt you'll be able to get your money back. You stand up. They just build up. You shake out the pain in your knees from crouching and open your medicine cabinet. Carefully, you place everything back where they belong, making sure nothing is missing. You close the cabinet door. Ah! You jump back, slamming against the wall, covering your mouth. You look back up at the mirror on the medicine cabinet door to see... Nothing. Nothing? What the hell? Something was... You know you saw something just now. You know you did. Right? You definitely saw something. You definitely... Ah! Ah! You rush out of the bathroom and slam the door behind you without looking. You're into the hall and... No. No! You shoot yourself with your arms and... Nothing. Nothing. Again. You peek through your fingers and see... Just your usual hallway. You don't feel very good. You need to sit down. You carefully make your way back to the dark living room. Try not to overwhelm your senses any more than you already have. Maybe you should watch something a little more light-hearted. Or just lie down instead? You don't know. It's a little hard to think. You just need to sit down. Stumbling forward, you reach your chair. But... It's nothing. It's nothing at all. Just a cat, sitting back in your chair again, looking up at you curiously. But it's enough. Your heart lurches so harshly under a mixture of fear and anticipation that it completely gives out. Your eyes roll up into your skull. You feel yourself falling back. You're dead before you even hit the ground. Ending 4. Real subtle. You took back the chair from the cat and enjoyed some silly little jump scares alone. Cool. Bye. That's enough cat taken now. Play with cat. You search around, but there's really nothing in the alley that looks interesting enough for the cat to play with. So maybe... how about a game? You decide on a game you've known since childhood. Red light, green light. A classic. Teaching a cat how to play might be a bit of a challenge, but you get the feeling that the feline's natural hunting instincts will help it along. You walk to the entrance of the alley, the cat meowing at you. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere! You exaggerate your movements, cover your eyes with your hands, and turn around. 1, 2, 3... Red light! You spin around. The cat hasn't left the box, tilting its head at you in curious confusion. Oh god, cute. Why are head tilts so cute? Keep playing. You try again. This time you go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light! When you turn around this time, the cat is out of the box. Ooh. The cat freezes under your stare, as if it thinks you can't see it if it doesn't move. So cute! Satisfied that the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn again, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3... Red light! You turn around. The cat is a few steps away from the box now, peeking out from behind a dumpster. Its eyes trained rather... intensely on you. Well... at least it's having fun? You turn again. And feel a sudden chill run down your spine. You feel silly, but you can't help counting just a little faster this time. 1, 2, 3, red light! Whirling around after saying red light. You look at the cat. It's halfway down the alley, closer to you now, but... it's as if the perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. Doesn't the cat look a little... bigger? Its pupils are thin slits now. Something's not right. The cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down, as if poised to lunge forward. Your breath shudders a little as your heart starts to race. Your foot instinctively shifts back. You freeze immediately. The cat looks... impatient! It wants to keep playing? But... you go up and turn around. Swiftly counting and turning again as you gasp out. 1, 2, 3, red light! The ground shakes as you swirl back around. You find yourself staring at a long surface of black fur. You slowly look up. And up. And up. to see a giant shadowy figure leering down from its position hunched over you. Fangs dripping with saliva. Claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alley. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. The cat waiting for your next turn. But it's so close! If you turn around now... You don't want to play anymore. Keeping your eyes straight on the giant looming over you. You take a step back. Huh? No. That's cheating. Huh? Start back up. Guys, we're restoring the backup option. That makes sense. What are you doing? Stop! You're breaking it! The cat stares as you keep eye contact and back up. You step back. And back. And as you take one more step out, back out of the alley. Go home. Error. 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 Error, error, error. The road outside the alley seems to be broken. What exactly did you do? 1933. Error found. An exception has occurred. Please refrain from going outside the permitted parameters. One more and then I'm done for today. For this round. Fine, one last time. Come here. Take a nap. You're a little tired from the events of the day. Making life-changing choices like committing to the responsibility of caring for another living creature really wears you out. You could definitely use a nap. You head to your room and get dressed in your pajamas before you decide to grab a glass of water from the kitchen. You head back to your bedroom, ready for a much-needed nap. Whoa! Only for the cat to race past you through the open door and jump on the middle of the bed. It takes its time kneading at the sheets before settling down and closing its eyes. Well, that was fast. You frown thoughtfully. Now that your mind's on it, you find yourself really craving a nap in your own bed. There's no way you're settling for sleeping on the couch, certainly not the armchair. Which means you should... But we can share. You shrug. What's the harm in sharing the bed, right? You both have had a long day after all. You try to carefully avoid jostling the cat as you lay down, but it immediately scoots over and curls up against you anyway. You smile. Sweet dreams. You feel like you slept for a long time. You feel a warm weight on your back. But you don't see that. Oh, mystery solved then. You feel comfortable? You consider getting up. But as soon as the thought enters your head, your mind fills with static and a deep sense of disapproval? Not yet then? Okay. The cat, jostled by your attempts at movement, kneads painfully at your back before settling down again and falling back asleep. You fall back into slumber too. It's night. You want to get up. Claws dig into your back like a warning. Tomorrow then? Right? It's morning. You'll be late for work. But the cat doesn't budge. You don't even try to get up this time. You just close your eyes and drift off again. It's the next day. Since the last several days. Or has it been weeks? Or longer? You're not quite sure. You're hungry. You don't know how long you've been lying down. You feel sore on your back, but also on your stomach, your arms, your face, everywhere. You can't remember your last meal, the last time you drank anything. You've been sleeping all this time, but you feel exhausted, more tired than you think you've ever felt in your life. It feels like a giant hand is pressing you into the bed. You can't remember the last time you even considered moving. But somehow you know that you need to go back to sleep anyway. Everything will be fine if you just go back to sleep. You think you're hallucinating when the cat finally stirs. It stretches languidly before hopping off your back. You hear its feet padding through your still open bedroom door, its steps fading down the hall. You don't open your eyes. You don't move. You're afraid you don't remember how. You're afraid that the static will return if you try. But you eventually do try. You try to prop yourself up on your arm. It's thinner than you've ever seen it. Thinner than you think should be possible. The arm snaps under the weight of your body and crumbles to dust on the bed sheets. It doesn't hurt in the slightest. As if even your nerves have dried up and become as useless as... well, as useless as you feel in general. Just how long have you been laying in bed? You don't have much time to think about it. Your failed attempt at sitting up sends you tumbling over the side of the bed like a rag doll. Ow. But you think you're probably closer to being a ceramic doll. As your body shatters instantly upon impact with the floor. Oh god. Your head rolls towards the floor. Letting you watch as the rest of your whatever. A certain strom body parts crack. And crumble. And turn to broken ruin as your consciousness begins to fade. The cat strolls into view then, poking and prodding at the remains of your brittle limbs. Bad kitty, you try to say. But you think your jaw might have snapped off earlier as well. Almost as if sensing your attention, the cat walks over to you. Well, your head, at least. And you watch with your final conscious seconds as it lays down, curling its body around you. It feels warm. Well, maybe another nap couldn't hurt. And in 6, just a cat nap. Rest is good, but you should get up and stretch every now and then. And eat. And drink. Yeah. Agreed. Birthdays to me! I'm gonna... This is enough for today, that's what I wanted to say, yeah. Once I feel like recording this again, I will. Who knows when that'll happen, once I'm motivated. Bye bye!